Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the beautiful MontBleu Casino, Resort, and Spa here in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, as it's time for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Gary Shaw Productions in association with Romanza, MontBleu, and Showtime. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the WBO, President Francisco Valcarcel, Supervisor Rudy Paz, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the Chairman Skip Avancino Jr., Commissioners Dr. Tony Alamo, John Bailey, Joe W. Brown, and T.J. Day, with the Executive Director Keith Kaiser. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Stephen Brown, Dr. Damon Savala, Dr. Todd Chapman, and Dr. Jeff Davidson. And our timekeepers at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, Jim Carpenter and Rose Fain. Introducing to you our three judges scoring this bout from ringside. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Duane Ford. From Delray Beach, Florida, Michael Pernick. And from Gardnerville, Nevada, Doug Tucker. Introducing at this time our third man to the ring, our referee in charge, working in this, his 131st world title bout, Nady. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from MontBleu in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my left, he is fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing yellow trunks with red trim, joining us all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. He weighed in at 125 pounds, with a fine record of 24 wins and 1 defeat. He has 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he is making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the WBO #1 ranked featherweight contender, introducing Terdsak Jandaeng. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with black trim, hailing from Mexico City, Distrito Federal, Mexico. He weighed in at a trim and ready 124 1/2 pounds, with a record of 44 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He has 33 wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked the WBO #2 world contender. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBA and IBF Unified Featherweight Champion of the World, introducing Juan Manuel Marquez. Once again, a referee in charge, Nady, now to give instructions.
Obey my commands. Good luck. Yeah. Touch close. Let's go to work.
Well, the excitement meter definitely rises when Marquez faces an aggressive opponent, and Jandaeng is not shy. Marquez, an Americanized Mexican fighter, historically a non-aggressive counterpuncher, a notoriously slow starter. Jandaeng, will he come out free swinging and work for Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez? He's a rugged, awkward southpaw who can switch to orthodox. More of a pressure fighter than Marquez's last opponent, Chris John. And I got to tell you something now, the wind is really beginning to whip around more, and the skies are looking ominous.
Yeah, we were concerned about rain, and right now there is the possibility of that. So that impacts things, but Jandaeng offers a lot of the problems that Marquez has had from time to time. But in the last 8 rounds against Pacquiao, he attacked very, very well. Some of the things I mentioned in the keys, using the jab, the overhand right, and moving his head, not being a stationary target.
Beautiful quick combination by Marquez. Jandaeng does have a habit at times of carrying his hands low, but as we pointed out, extremely fast hands, really digs to the body. He can brawl, very self-assured. Well, we'll see if he has what it takes against one of the most skilled guys to come out of Mexico in recent years.
One of the big things, and we want to look at it as this fight continues, Jandaeng tends to throw his right hook to the body and really dip over when he does it, leave himself wide open for an overhand right, and that, of course, is a great punch for Marquez, so that's something to look for.
And even though Marquez's career is a little on the precarious side right now, he cannot take Jandaeng lightly and look ahead to the really big names that he wants, like Barrera, Morales, Pacquiao. But he doesn't seem the type to do that. Wild miss there by Jandaeng. Marquez coming up short with the right.
Steve, they are both throwing home run balls right now. And I mean, they both just missed straight lefts from Jandaeng and overhand rights from Marquez.
Do they know something we don't know? Maybe they're trying to get this thing over with fast before they have to roll out the tarp.
You do baseball. You got your rain delay stories ready?
I have many rain delay stories ready. This is a brother theme tonight. I can tell you some not so funny brother stories.
Yeah, you know about every famous brothers.
Yeah, when we were kids, my brother Al used to beat me up, and Marv would call the one-sided affair. That's how it all started. I know you'll get back to your room later and really laugh when you get that. Round one continues.
I was laughing on the inside. Jaedaeng has not started quite as aggressively as we would have anticipated. And I think part of that is he has a healthy respect for Marquez and that overhand right.
Combination by Marquez, and Jaedaeng says, okay, show me more, bring it on. Let's see what you got.
That was a good straight right hand. You know, Marquez, one of the...
Jaedaeng showing Marquez a left hand.
That's what Pacquiao landed against him.
Yeah, he's landed a few of those, 2-3 good left hands. Right hand by Jandaeng, very willing to stand right in time trade with Marquez. On the horizon, here's what we were talking about, some heavy clouds, rain clouds. They were expecting some thunderstorms later here in the Lake Tahoe area, and let's hope it all holds off until after this fight.
One of the weapons that lefties have used against Marquez, including Pacquiao's the straight left, and that one just nicks the chin of Marquez. And of course, it's the punch of choice when you're facing him.
One, two, jab. 1, 2, jab. Okay, come back. Right hook, kick.
Second down. Let's go.
Bobby Villiver speaks English in the corner. The trainer, another corner person, then passes the information on to Jandaeng with hand signals, often using numbers. Al, I would think that could get a little confusing.
We've seen that before in some corners, and yeah, anything that eliminates quick and specific instructions in a corner can be a problem. There was a right hand by Marquez toward the end of the last round that was just perfect. And one of the things that is impressive about Marquez is he can deliver that right hand either straight or wide, whichever way is more appropriate.
And he always seems to be in there versus southpaws in important fights. Versus Pacquiao, Derek Gainer, Freddie Norwood. Terdsak Jandaeng clearly doesn't have the same marquee value. Nevertheless, a fight in which Marquez cannot afford to slip. He wants to regain a title. You hear that wind whipping around in our microphones.
Good short right hand by Marquez.
Marquez said something interesting to us yesterday in the fighter meeting. He's fought 5 or 6 lefties. He's told us he finds lefties easier to fight. He's got to be in the minority.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's 100% true in his case. He's had some trouble with some of them, but certainly has some wins over the likes of Gainer and the draw with Pacquiao, which some people think he could have gotten a decision. And as I said, in the last 8 rounds of that fight, he did figure him out very well. Much less punch volume than you and I saw on the tapes we saw of Jandaeng. He's been much more measured here.
Yeah, he's being very cautious here. This, of course, the biggest platform he has ever been on. Maybe a little bit of awe at the moment. trying to get warmed up. Nice body shot with a left hand, a left hook by Marquez. Hear that wind kicking up again.
Marquez just likes it better when the man in front of him will instigate the action. He's better as a counterpuncher. It's not that he'll just throw one punch, he's a great combination puncher. He just wants his opponent to start off the action. And right here, he's doing a very good job of instigating as well.
Yeah, he usually doesn't initiate the action or lead with his punches. He waits for guys to come to him, but he's putting on a little more pressure here than we're used to seeing.
Jaedaeng's people were very specific about how they were going to pressure Marquez, but it hasn't materialized quite that way so far.
Oh, nice uppercut. You see that? Jaedaeng right on the chin and it stunned him. And now Marquez going to work. He's trying to get this one away. Jaedaeng's in trouble. Finishing shot. Jaedaeng for the second time in his career. And
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You okay? You okay? Okay.
He gets up at about 8. There's the
Hurry up. Come on. Okay, I got him. Hey, wait. No more. Hands up. I told you keep moving. Hands up. Hands up.
Marquez has all kinds of power, we know that. And there's the left uppercut that stunned Jandaeng. You normally don't throw that punch from that far out and get away with it. Marquez did, and from this point on, the power punching, not just to the head, but the body. There's the left hook to the body by Marquez. How smart of him to work the body as well as the head in this instance, and he landed some wicked shots. And then the knockdown, and almost a knockout, with Jandaeng just barely beating the count, will come here from, again, the left uppercut. Marquez saw that punch worked before, used it again, and it's astonishing Jandaeng got up.
I am amazed that he got up. Round 3. Coming up a brutal round for Jandaeng. Marquez looking to pick up where he left off. Boy, what an explosive attack towards the end of round 2 for Marquez. I think he's right. He really does think southpaws are easier. And there's a left hand to the head by Jandaeng. A right uppercut to the chin of Jandaeng. Marquez countering beautifully. There's a low blow. A low blow by Jandaeng. They keep going though.
But Jandaeng ripping to the body.
And Marquez just ripping back. Jandaeng with a left hook, but on the shoulder. Low blow again by Jandaeng. And a warning by Nady.
I mean, he's on the borderline. That was low, but he's close. I think you got to give Jandaeng credit. He was in monstrous trouble, and he is throwing some big punches and landing a few here.
He's got to be in tremendous condition to be able to withstand all this punishment and then fight on and continue and look pretty good here in this round. There's a hand by Jandaeng.
He's finding home for that straight left, and we know he's a good body puncher. He is throwing.
Time. 1 point.
Oh, he's taking a point.
1 point.
Well, that was after the second warning.
They're close. You know, those punches are close to the belt line, but Nady thinking they're low, I guess.
Usually you get 2 warnings, but there's another straight left hand to the jaw by Jandaeng.
Oh, there blow by Marquez.
Yeah, there was. No warning by Nady to Marquez. He let it go. So this is getting really rough now.
This is a very interesting round. Jandaeng hanging in.
Borderline shot there. Look at Marquez, and Jandaeng came through with a couple of shots of his own.
Not a place for the faint of heart in that ring right now on all levels. And the uppercut of Jandaeng now, very good weapon and landing it against Marquez. And there's some swelling underneath the right eye of Marquez.
Well, this is turning into a vicious fight.
Marquez doing a very good job with his jab. That's been a good weapon for him.
And it's Jandaeng coming forward. stalking Marquez, but this is the way Marquez fights. This is the way he likes it. Left hand partially blocked. Back comes Marquez with a couple of shots.
Remember, with the point taken away, this could be a 2-point round.
Yeah. Nice straight left hand by Jandaeng. Marquez answers with a right.
Terdsak Jandaeng is one tough customer.
And they are letting their hands go. Yeah, he is. We told you how rough he was going into the fight, and he's living up to that. Left hand by Jandaeng. That's been an effective punch. And he nods at Marquez. He is oozing with confidence.
You can't stay standing. That you can't stop. Just keep boxing.
Here's where Jandaeng went low with that punch, and that certainly was low, and gets a warning from Nady. And then the second one, where and that also was very low. In retrospect, looking at it, it was pretty darn low. So Nady takes a point away. But we should point out that Marquez also had a couple of low blows in that round. But great action. Both men throwing a lot of home run shots. There's the straight left by Jandaeng, and I'll tell you, he landed a lot of those. And Marquez coming back with his weapon of choice, the straight right.
Well, as we said, going in, it gets more exciting when Marquez has a guy coming at him. Wait a minute now. A warning from Nady to Marquez.
That right eye of Marquez starting to look bad. He has got a lot of swelling underneath that eye from those straight left hands.
It began to swell in round 2. It's now round 4. And Jandaeng is trying to use it as target practice with his straight left. Oh, nice body shot by Jandaeng with the left hand. Jandaeng continues to come forward and swarm.
And he would be making a mistake, Jandaeng, if he didn't go to the body, despite the point being taken away. It's a part of his arsenal.
Jandaeng continues to land with that left hand.
He is having himself a very good round here.
Blood all over Jandaeng's face. I think it's coming from his nose. No blow there by Jandaeng.
Now, we know that Marquez is a very good counterpuncher, and you would think this would play into his hands, but the pressure that Jandaeng's putting on him has been effective.
Yeah, he's just leaning on him. Marquez knows he's in a fight now. He knows he's got something in front of him. This is a formidable guy.
Good combination there by Marquez, but it doesn't stop Jandaeng from coming forward.
Continues to march in on Marquez with that right eye closing. That could become a factor.
They are the right of Marquez and the left of Jandaeng.
A straight left right on the injured eye by Jandaeng, and that's going to damage that eye even more.
Stop! Box!
That's an important plot line. And of course, in between rounds, they'll get the end swell on it, try and bring that swelling down. No jab from Jandaeng, and he has a pretty good jab. We saw that in the fights we saw from him. I think that would be valuable for him to use to work his way in. Again, the left from Jandaeng. I mean, that punch is getting in very quickly.
And now to the body, Jandaeng. Missing there with the left. He's spun around by Marquez.
Well, his most notable fight was the one against John Guzman that he lost by decision. He thinks Guzman's a better fighter than Marquez. He said it all week.
Thought he was better, stronger, and he said he was going to knock Marquez out. Well, he almost got knocked out a few rounds ago by Marquez. He just got up in time.
Stop!
And pulled down, pulling his head down. Nady warns Jandaeng. And Jandaeng pops Marquez with a straight left. As we head for the bell in round 4, this one getting very interesting. And we'll keep a close watch on that Marquez eye. And now a concerned spectator in the dressing room, the victorious Rafael Marquez, who has his fight behind him. He's now rooting on his older brother.
You can't be in the ropes. There's no need to. A little Vaseline, please. You're closing in. No. Is the eye okay? Can you see? You need combinations. With combinations, you stand.
The Jandaeng left is now like a laser beam on that swollen eye from Marquez. And there you saw him land it. Very quick, and that was a counterpunch from Jaedaeng. So if you talk about Marquez's counterpunch, Jaedaeng can do it too.
Marquez's right eye becoming a big factor. He is squinting heavily right now, and it's obviously bothering him. They will try everything they can do with the end swell. Round 5 underway here in Lake Tahoe. Well, let's see if Jandaeng's straight left continues to target that damaged eye. And there it does. He got him right on the eye. Marquez trying to go to the body. Now, Jandaeng answers to the body himself. This is one tough kid, Jandaeng.
We have not seen that left uppercut from Marquez, the one that first got Jaedaeng in trouble and then knocked him down earlier in this. There it is. Thank you. You heard me.
Right on cue.
It's a very effective punch.
Jaedaeng just missing with that right hook. And now Marquez peppering the face of Jaedaeng with the left jab. Take a look at the press row scoring. It's all Marquez.
I've got a 38-37 for Marquez, so I have less of a margin.
Marquez doing some work, getting the cheers from the crowd.
Jaedaeng continuing to work to the body and he's kept his punches legal and hasn't gotten any warnings or point deductions. Now he switches to righty Jaedaeng. Let's see how this works. He can do it and has done it in other fights.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. He can switch to orthodox. Let's see if this has any effect on Marquez.
Normally a fighter loses a little power when they go away from their normal style. Let's see if that happens.
He just switched back and nailed him with a straight left. Now he's back at righty. Jaedaeng. Marquez landing with a straight right to the head. Stops Jaedaeng momentarily. Marquez is doing a good job here. Those punches are landing.
Now Jaedaeng back to lefty, and this has been a very good round for Marquez. He's used his jab, he's used his straight right hand. Got caught with a good left by Jaedaeng, but for the most part, this has been a great round for Marquez. Excellent body shot by Jaedaeng.
And you're talking about a guy who can barely see out of one eye, Marquez. Jaedaeng's trying to line Marquez up with that straight left, but it's an uppercut by Marquez that scored.
And that's the punch that hurt
And a straight right by Marquez. Marquez all over Jaedaeng. Great round for Marquez.
A little more Vaseline. That's how the boxing is. You got to put everything to it when you have a chance. You cut him already. You cut him. This is the 6th round.
Yes. Okay.
This is your fight.
Marquez throwing excellent combinations. He is a very skilled fighter, and look at that. What was given to him was the middle, went right up the middle, and he was able to land those punches against Jaedaeng.
And we begin round 6. You got a good look at that right eye of Juan Manuel Marquez. Despite the damage to the eye, he comes off a very effective 5th round.
He told us he did not look at any tapes of Jaedaeng, that he just said, I prepare. I didn't look at any tapes of him. I just prepare myself as well as I can, and let the chips fall where they may.
Marquez says he doesn't go in with a specific strategy. He prepares himself for every possibility. One pushed Jandaeng back. Trained with 3 different sparring partners. One tall, one fast, and one strong. So he gets it all.
That's pretty much everything.
He covers all bases. So he's ready for anything, he says.
You know, in boxing so often, quick straight left hand by Jaedaeng. Mostly though, Marquez was off balance. In boxing, we see sometimes international fighters ranked highly who come and don't have the goods. But Jandaeng, a perfect example of somebody who does. Ranked #1 in this organization, ranked highly in this organization, and a fighter that has skills.
Seems to be a little blood along the left eye of Jandaeng. Blood on the bridge of his nose, as you can see. There it is. Now you can see the cut on the left eyebrow.
Well, we're seeing tonight that the Marquez brothers can be in very exciting and interesting matches, and it makes us want to see them more often.
Yeah, the lighter weight classes are underrated. It's exciting because now a lot of these guys have power too. It's not only the skill.
And we've seen that tonight. The good straight right hand. Marquez again having a very good round here by throwing a lot of punches.
Good work by Marquez.
That little left uppercut is a punch that he should not avoid.
And the big straight right.
That's not too bad either.
And a right uppercut, and down goes Jaedaeng for the second time of the fight.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay?
He's game. He's down only once in 25 fights, coming in now down twice against Marquez here tonight. He's got 30 seconds to go.
And he keeps coming forward.
Oh, he may think twice about that after that flurry by Marquez. Now he's staying back, but now he comes forward. Oh, he's got guts.
He's taking some monster shots by Marquez. Look at Marquez, though. He never loses his composure in a fight, ever, or gets out of his rhythm.
Even when he drops a guy, he's not in a rush. He may drop him again. He pushes him back with a straight right, and he survives the round. Jandaeng.
Take the tail, take the tail.
The combination punching of Juan Manuel Marquez, impressive for most of this fight. Now there he throws an uppercut from farther back than you would like to throw it, yet it lands perfectly, and then follows with an overhand right. And really that was all started with the jab that was a rangefinder. And you see from above what he does with the jab. He uses it as a rangefinder and then throws what is an unorthodox combination, the right uppercut and the overhand right. But you can do that when you're an accurate and quick puncher.
A major sense of urgency in the Jandaeng corner. Another 10-8 round for Marquez. Jandaeng down in the second round and down in the sixth. Beautiful right uppercut and an overhand right by Marquez, putting Jandaeng down in the last round. But fortunately, it was late in the round.
We talked at the beginning, Steve, about what was necessary tonight for Juan Manuel Marquez. Winning was good. Winning impressively was even better to demonstrate what he is in this weight division. Against a very tough guy, right now anyway, he's winning impressive.
And he wants to get back in the race. Beautiful uppercut, left uppercut, many shots, more uppercuts by Marquez.
We should point out that this fight, there you look at the scoring, it's lopsided. I have it lopsided as well, 4-point win actually right now for Marquez. You know, Marquez lost to Chris John in the Far East in the fight. He could easily have been given the decision. He'd like him again, and this could get him closer to it.
A flurry by Marquez. He's trying to end it here, and he does. Nady has stopped the fight. A very impressive TKO victory for Juan Manuel Marquez, and he alerts the boxing world that he is back. His brother celebrates. Now they just want to make sure Jaedaeng is okay. The doctor's in there checking things out. Look at the right eye of Marquez. He is now going in there to make sure that Jaedaeng is okay.
And it wasn't bad to give it up.
He is a classy guy, Marquez. Fans love it. Juan Manuel completes a glorious night out for the brothers Marquez.
It was a superb performance, and nothing he did tonight was any better than the way he closed the show. Great body shots, a complete arsenal of punches. That's as diversified attack as you can possibly have. Body shots, uppercuts, jabs, straight right hands, nothing left out of that barrage by Juan Manuel Marquez against a very game and pretty skilled opponent. We see the work downstairs and upstairs by him. And the hand speed, very impressive. He says he feels like a 20-year-old. He looked like a 20-year-old in there because not only did he show power, he showed hand speed and combinations and all the rest of it. And when a fighter engages him, as Jandaeng did, he's very, very effective. Had trouble with Christian across the way because he was a boxer. But when you are anywhere within punching range for Juan Manuel Marquez, you will get this. The hand speed and the combination punching. It just was a superb effort all the way through and had to face adversity because Jaedaeng did land a lot of punches, and that swelling under the right eye gave Marquez an issue.
And then back in the dressing room, here's the reaction of his younger brother at the time of the stoppage. Rafael Marquez celebrates his brother's victory in the main event. So amidst all of this beauty and serenity, what an explosive and brutal display by Juan Manuel Marquez.
Both of these brothers had to get past gritty and pretty darn good opponents tonight to show their excellence.
Let's get it up to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 13 seconds in round number 7. Our referee in charge, Nady, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is the new interim WBO featherweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Marquez.